A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant move that could reshape the authority of federal regulators, President Donald Trump has petitioned the Supreme Court to allow him to fire Federal Trade Commission, FTC, Commissioner Rebecca Slaughter. This request follows a ruling from lower courts that reinstated Slaughter after Trump's termination of her position earlier this year. The White House argues that Trump acted within his legal rights when he removed Slaughter, asserting that the Supreme Court has previously upheld the president's authority to dismiss heads of executive agencies. White House spokesman Kush Desai stated, "We look forward to being vindicated for a third time, and hopefully after this ruling, the lower courts will cease their defiance of Supreme Court orders." In March, Trump removed Slaughter along with another Democratic commissioner, Alvaro Bedoya, in what was seen as an attempt to exert greater control over federal agencies. Although Bedoya resigned from the FTC in June and subsequently dropped his case, Slaughter pursued legal action against Trump's decision. In July, a federal judge ruled that her firing was illegal, a decision that was upheld by the U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in D.C. on Tuesday. The court's ruling stated that FTC commissioners can only be removed for cause, which has been interpreted as neglect or malfeasance in office. Trump did not provide a specific reason for Slaughter's dismissal, leading the appeals court to assert that the government has no likelihood of success on appeal. Following the appeals court decision, Slaughter returned to her position at the FTC, stating, "I was confirmed unanimously by the Senate to a term that ends in 2029, and I intend to serve it out. I am focused on my work and very glad to be back on the job." This case marks the second recent instance raising questions about Trump's legal justification for removing federal regulators. The first involves Federal Reserve Board Governor Lisa Cook, whom Trump has also attempted to oust over allegations of mortgage fraud. The legal battles surrounding both Slaughter and Cook could ultimately lead to a Supreme Court review of the president's authority to dismiss federal officials without cause. Trump's appeal to the Supreme Court not only seeks to reinstate his authority over Slaughter, but also challenges a 90-year-old precedent established by the 1935 Supreme Court ruling that insulated certain high-ranking officials from being fired by the president. Legal experts note that this case could have far-reaching implications for the balance of power between the executive branch and independent regulatory agencies. The Supreme Court's conservative majority has previously chipped away at the protections established by the Humphreys executor ruling, but has yet to directly overturn it. The filing comes after the appeals court's decision reinstating Slaughter, with the Trump administration requesting both her immediate removal and a comprehensive review of the case. The clash over Slaughter's position coincides with Trump's efforts to remove Cook, further complicating the legal landscape surrounding federal appointments and dismissals. As the situation develops, it remains to be seen how the Supreme Court will respond to these challenges to executive authority and the independence of federal regulatory bodies. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.